Hello, and welcome to yet another dimension. I'm Jeremy, and this is Lucid. I don't think he can't make it. Oh, are you gonna?
I'm here.
Are you here? Are you sure? Oh, it's appropriate because we just watched episode 8 of Chainsaw Man, Gunfire. And we're gonna need this.
So,
Take a shot for the real ones. This episode.
all the good lives, man.
It wasn't for the weak of heart. We're gonna get into it before we drown in our sorrows. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Give me that. This is for the real ones.
The real ones. A moment silent.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the episode. I mean, so what did you think of episode 8 of Chainsaw Man Gunfire?
I want to say
Overall.
I want to say I hate it. I really do.
You knew something else was gonna happen because the last episode was so
I mean,
carefree,
it was so,
joyous.
yeah, because to keep the momentum going, and obviously you only got 12 episodes, right?
yeah.
So you got to fill it in. So like it's just kind of sad because like you just met these characters and spend a little bit of time with them. They're all together, but you know, of course it was my prediction, right?
He did say something. We'll get into that.
But I didn't
Spoiler free
expect
right now. Spoiler free.
Yeah, I
right?
didn't expect it to happen this soon.
This soon, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming there's gonna be season 2, right?
I think so. I feel like there's still a lot to cover.
A whole bunch. We haven't gotten to the actual main villain of the I think the series so far, or wherever they introduced. But we gotten
pretty far.
pretty far, and then we're finally introduced to some really threatening enemies.
Yeah, this is our first time seeing an actual other hybrid devil.
Oh yeah. I think so. Yeah.
That's like dingy.
Uh-huh.
So that's pretty cool.
It's been all mostly devils, but this, yeah. So like they're very similar to us. So I think they're more powerful. They're a very threatening force, and then it just comes out of nowhere. It were kind of some parts reminded me of the Godfather movies, with like some hits, but yeah. And the episode starts out, very sweet. You feel the friendship happening, and
I mean, she just made a deal with Dingy. Like, I'll help you.
I was so hurt.
I'll help you with getting with Makima if you can help me get with Aki.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh man, let's just start from
let's just get into it.
So last episode it was from Denji's perspective, the POV of him waking up in Himeno's bed.
Yeah, but now we start off with the showing up to the
her
apartment, and then we get a POV of her walking, carrying Dingy into the room, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
take off his open-toed sandals. I see you, Dingy.
Man.
So you'll be okay. It's gonna be alright. I gotta say, the cinematography and the animation, even though in the beginning of the episode, Sakuga is insane. Like the detail, the cinematography. I'm like, this is a special episode because they put a really lot of detail into it.
Yeah, I knew something was gonna pop off because like the episode looked way too good. Like,
oh yeah.
And like the very attention to detail when Himeno went to go get ready to take a shower. Like when she walks off screen, you can still see her in her reflection.
Yeah,
and I thought that was really cool. I was like,
every little movement you can see it.
Yeah,
you don't really see that a lot in anime, especially when it's not a fight scene.
Yeah, we talked about how amazing Mappa has been doing with just the subtle telling of a character's emotion just by their movements. And
don't have to say anything.
Don't have to say anything. And it was pretty nice because like that whole entire scene of her bringing him in and stuff like that, very little was said. And you just can tell, you can feel the energy. But what I did notice about this episode whenever Himeno was around,
Mm-hmm.
it was showing from her perspective, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty cool. So like, we got a lot of POVs, especially when like it was her doing something. We got a POV of her like reaching out for Aki, her stumbling into the room where Denji was sleeping.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, there's a reason why. We'll get to that. Why it was so focused on her. She's the MVP, of course, of this episode. Probably okay. We'll get to it.
That's 2 rings, man.
We're going to get into spoilers, of course. But yeah, so this was shown in the last episode. It's just from her perspective.
Yeah.
And I at first I thought like maybe they're wasting
I'm still
time.
processing it. I'm so sorry.
Take your time.
I predicted it.
You did.
But it's just like, even if you predict something that's gonna happen, you don't expect it to go this way.
I didn't want to admit to it. I had a feeling, but I just didn't want to admit to it because I didn't want to see him go.
Continue.
So
You just give me a minute.
all right.
Just talk.
So he's still processing. I don't blame him, but we got a job to do. We gotta review it. You gotta watch it. You gotta enjoy it. You gotta see our tears, our sweat. But we're not sweating over here. I liked the beginning of the episode. I thought at first, like, oh, maybe this is a waste of time because we don't have a lot of episodes left. And it's just showing it from Himeno's perspective. But then I see later in the episode, and there was no time wasted. But we go to, to a point where she says, "You want to have sex?" And Denji's like, "Yes, I do." Then he starts thinking about his baby girl, Makima. Which I was like, "Oh, don't do that! Come on, Himeno's great. Himeno is great." I can't say I relate, but she was drunk though. So, Denji had
we don't
some
condone
class.
to this, but at least she asked.
She did, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, she did. But so she started taking off his clothes, and then she, reached in his pocket. She pulls out a sucker.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a flashback to where Denji and Makima was at the restaurant
Outside
before,
the restaurant.
before, and he was talking about like, "Oh, I can't believe my first kiss smelled like or tasted like vomit. I'm always never gonna get over that. I mean, how many girls I kiss?" But Makima is just like
Already eating on the
sucker. It's like you're gonna experience a lot of things. You're gonna just I ain't gonna have enough time to think about vomit. She gives it the sucker to Denji
as their first indirect kiss.
First index, cause so he thinks about that. He thinks about his girl. Cut to him on the floor. I'm like, damn, you got some.
Yeah.
Look, you got some willpower. Because, look, I congratulate you, Denji. You a classy man. Because I ain't classy. So they don't have sex. I predicted that. I knew they wouldn't. Because Denji, he's such a good boy. He's Makima's boy. So Denji and Himeno the next day, they're out, on the patio eating breakfast. So they're talking about like, oh yeah, Makima, like I'm saving my first time with Makima. He's like, man, you really like. Himeno's like, you really like Makima, so let's make a deal. And this reminds me of Toradora. They make a similar deal in Toradora to get like the other one's best friend. Himeno was gonna help Denji get with Makima, and then Denji is gonna help Himeno get with Aki. So they shake on it, and it's just a good vibes, man. Just chilling.
Deal, man.
Yeah, another contract. Man, I just can't wait till that happens. Then the next scene, I believe that the next scene is on the train, right? Or am I missing something?
Because Denji goes, I wonder what Makima's doing right now.
Oh yeah.
And then we pan over to her on a train with one of her subordinates.
So she's going to Kyoto.
Kyoto, yeah. She's heading to Kyoto.
So, what I was surprised by, she's like looking out the window, and she's like, I hate going to the Kyoto like bigwigs. They're so intimidating. Mm-hmm. So she's kind of like, I've never heard her like have like hesitation or doubt. So I was like, oh, she's acting like a human. She's acting like with emotion. And also, like she says something about the drinks last night were so good. And then boom, gunfire. She gets.
See what you did there. It's the title of the episode.
Gunfire. I mean, it's sitting right there. It's like in my face. gunfire. She gets murked with her subordinate.
Yeah, her and her subordinate.
Like before, those people like duck down, like the people in front of her and the back of her. It's like, what's going on? And they just straight up get murdered.
Yeah,
they taken out. Yeah, sleep on the fishes.
Reached over the
seat.
Yeah. And you see the barrel.
I thought they were gonna be like freeze, like you got no. I was like, what?
Yeah, and then
Makima's dead.
Yeah, and then they just unloaded a few more bullets into them.
I was shocked, but then when I see it, I'm like, she can't be dead. She can't be really dead. I don't believe it.
Look,
but she was just like, it was straight up murder.
I'm still sticking with my prediction. Okay. Now
that's fine.
Makima
that's fine.
Could be dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying she's not, but I ain't saying she is.
I just think
I'm just gonna put status unknown.
Okay.
Right. Because I have a feeling that she's pulling some strings.
She's pulling some
strings. And this
is
a setup.
Yeah.
This is a setup. This is probably not her setup, but it's somebody's setup. And they gonna think that they got what they got, but they did not get what they got, right? And it's like a fake Makima or some shit, or she made a contract
with who though? With the gun devil?
I don't think a devil
with
can
those
make,
devils.
I don't think a devil can make a contract with another devil because we already know that, right? She might have made a contract with the big wigs from Kyoto or someone, right? Or the prime minister of Japan or some shit.
So why say what she was saying before she died? Was that just
because I don't know,
to mislead us as the audience?
I think so.
Just to mislead us.
Because if we assume that she's a devil, right? And I'm going off my predictions here. She can't make contracts with a devil because we were told that.
Yeah, you can't do it.
Fiends and devils can't make contract with each other. It has to be humans. So we learned that in episode 6.
Yeah, when Aki was talking about power.
Yeah, so now here's my prediction here. If she did make a contract with another devil or a devil, then we know that Makima is 100% human and her eyes are just fucking weird.
I don't believe that.
If she survived this through some Deus Ex Machina or some planning that she had co-hosts from the very beginning, right? Because every show has to have a Deus Ex Machina, right? So like, yeah, we're assuming that she's dead, but pull the wool over our eyes. She's like, I was aware that this was going to happen to me one day, so I made a contract with some dumb human. And I don't know what that contract would be, but just saying that could be another way that she can survive. Or, option C is a fake Makima. It's not the real one.
Like somebody like a devil that can like a what's it called?
Shapeshift or something.
Yeah, shapeshift to form like any other.
Or it's one of her subordinates that are technically like cosplaying as her. Like, hey, put my wig and contacts on. You gotta go to Kyoto, but she knows.
Oh yeah, so she can be in multiple places.
Yeah, but with that being said, she remembered the night. Okay.
She did. Yeah.
And we saw all the characters throughout the ambush. Right, they're all scattered. Everyone who was at the hangout, they're all throughout the city. So it can't be any of them, and it can't be a random new character. So therefore, it has to be the real Makima because, like you said, the drinks last night was really good.
Yes.
Yeah. So it has to be the real Makima. So it has to be either option A or B, or D. She's actually fucking dead. I'm sorry.
She's not dead. Because she's a main
I'm going with B.
That's probably the most likely.
Yeah, because I strongly think she's a devil.
So the reason why I don't think she's dead is because she's a main character. She's like the second person, like main character introduced. We have no idea what her motive has been the whole entire show. We know everybody else's.
Nope.
Even Powers, where she just wants to protect. We
haven't even got Makima's backstory.
Nothing.
We haven't got any of her traumatic past.
Yeah, or she just doesn't have a traumatic. She makes the trauma.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense for her to kill her. It'd be a waste of time. Yeah. So she's definitely not dead, but I think you're onto something with that. But yeah, so that's why I'm not concerned with it. I think she's being set up or she probably did the setting.
Yeah, and I want to go about this another way, but we know that devils are created through the fear of men.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Gun Devil was created because of the fear of guns, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which means this guy that showed up, I'm assuming that this is actually Katana Man.
Oh, before you get into that, I just want to say, before, like, they do a montage.
Yeah.
Of everybody getting just shot by, all Kobani is dead. I'm not happy about that, but you see the smile on my face.
Well, wait. Until we see.
Oh, she's not dead. She's not dead.
No, I don't think she is because like the way I'm gonna say this.
The secret. Okay, go ahead. So go ahead.
Oh yeah, we don't know her devil.
Yeah. So why would they say that?
Yeah, we don't know her devil contract. But what I want to say is like, I'm not gonna count any of the other characters dead. Right? We know they got ambushed, but until we see the aftermath, I'm not gonna count any of those other characters dead. Mm-hmm. The reason why I'm counting Makima, her subordinate, and Himeno.
You've seen the body.
Yeah.
Always. In every movie, show, TV show, whatever,
yeah.
You gotta see the body dead.
Or unless you see the action happens.
Yes. You need to see it.
And we don't see any of the action.
Mm-hmm.
We just hear gunshots.
Yeah.
So we don't know if they like caught on in time to react to it.
Mm-hmm.
Or but with every other character, and like this is through filmmaking skills or whatever, it's like if you don't show the action, you show the body, right? You show the action and then you can show the body, or you show the action but you don't show the body, but you give information that person died. But with that being said, we have not seen all the other characters dead. We just heard it. We don't know what happens in between, right? So like we just hear the gunshots, but we don't know if they actually died or not. So like that's why I'm not ruling them. So I'm gonna leave those as status unknown. But with Makima and Himeno, we see the results of their actions and what happens to them. So we can rule them out as dead.
Yeah.
But like again, like we know Denji, he's a devil, stuff like that. So like can't rule that yet.
He'd be fine, of course. Yeah,
I think he will be. And plus, he's the main character.
He's the main character. I don't think they'll kill him.
Protagonist.
Yeah.
He has the main protagonist story.
So yeah, they kind of do a montage, like a mob hit, similar to like The Godfather or like the Goodfellas movies, where they just seemingly kill a whole bunch of the devil hunters.
Yeah.
And then we also find out, the public safety members. So, but yeah, Aki does say that it's like near impossible to get a gun unless you're a devil hunter or you're just part of the public safety.
Yeah. Oh, because with that being said, it's because like you're in Japan, right?
Yeah, Japan. Yeah, there's no guns.
There's really like no guns.
Police have guns, I think. That's it.
Yeah.
And the Yakuza.
But illegally. But Yakuza won't use a gun because too much of a mess to clean up. So they just kind of just stab.
Yeah. They're like, the Yakuza is respected somewhat in Japan.
Yeah, and plus it's dishonorable to pull out a gun.
Yeah.
They'll pull out a gun like there's like
they pull out a katana though.
There's a hit on you, man. You gotta go.
Yeah, it's a big deal when somebody's murdered in Japan.
Yeah,
but they will, like I said, they'll pull out katana. So all that's happened, and they're in the ramen shop.
Yeah, ramen shop.
And then I think he's finally appeared, Katana Man. So he's sitting there like, this food is shit, and then he starts talking about his grandpa. He shows him a picture.
Who was a Yakuza member?
Yeah, it's Denji, Himeno, Power, and Aki in that restaurant. He shows him, and it's that one the Yakuza mob boss, and then he's like, oh shit. Then he pulls out the gun, shoots Denji. And
he shoots Denji in the head. He's out. And then
Aki, I think he shoots again. I think he didn't get Aki though.
He got Aki in the side.
He got Aki in the side, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember he gets shot in the side. He like kind of crouched down, and then Himeno gets shot in the shoulder. And then Power ducks. Power's fast.
Oh yeah,
we're all aware of how fast Power is. She shoryuken the shit out of the guy.
Shoryuken?
And then she's like, Aki! And then he does Kon. And Kon, like, kills him. But if he was human, definitely. Dead. But she's like, this time you put something weird in my mouth. Nor is a devil nor human.
Yeah.
Which is the same as Dingy, right?
Yeah.
I've heard that line before.
Uh-huh.
And then, boom, Fox Devil gets murked from the inside. He
So
cuts
it's
right
another
through
one's
her.
gone.
Yeah.
Another devil or human.
And then Aki tells Power to, heal, or not heal, but like stop the bleeding for Himeno. And then he goes in and draws a sword. Now,
That sword though, yeah.
Yeah, so we learned that the sword is contracted through a cursed devil. So what you know is a cursed blade. So like the old tale of the Muramasa blade, how it's cursed. So I'm judging by it when he gets the first slash, each count was counted down from 3. So I think it's a total of 3 slash and it's an instant kill and you lose some of your lifespan.
So he can use it. He just as long as he doesn't use all 3 uses.
No, he can use. It requires 3 hits to activate the instant kill.
Yeah. So, but I mean, he was fighting against the Katana Devil, and the Katana Devil is another league compared to all the other devils they faced so far, because they were fighting, and also the animation of the fight was great as well. Man, insane. Like Power couldn't even tell what the movements were.
Yeah, he was so fast.
And she's already super fast.
Yeah, it was like if she wasn't. It was like they're like, you should go help him. She's like, I can't. I didn't even see the guy move. Like she already knew. Like she's like, if I go in, everyone's gonna die. It's like nothing's gonna change here. So like, and that goes to show that like Power's combat intelligence is pretty high. Like she knows what she can do and can't do, and she's like, no.
She got super serious. You know, she's usually joking around.
Yeah,
but she got super serious.
Yeah, even her, she's like, nope.
I will no good.
She like looked at her. She's like, I ain't doing it.
No, I'll just be in the way.
He's gonna kick my ass too. Yeah. She's like, good luck, Hockey. He gets the 3 hits off. He gets the insta kill. Kill goes off, and then this random girl shows up out of nowhere and gives him a little bit of. I'm assuming that's what she does because she like puts her hands over him. I'm assuming that she kind of like gave him some blood. Yeah. So that way he can like heal back up because he was a devil.
So he's supposed to be dead. Like it's supposed to be a guaranteed
it's an
death.
Instant kill. Yeah.
Yeah, but
he gets up, and she's like, "What did we learn?" He's like, I underestimated him.
Yeah.
And she goes, and what we got to do? He goes, I got to kill him.
Okay.
She go do it. So gets in a stance, Shimpo, just fucking flash step past him, and he's like,
done.
He's like hesitating. He's like breathing fast. Even Aki couldn't see it. Power didn't see it. Himeno didn't see it. And next you know, like Aki's stomach split open. But of course, like I
started panicking right here.
But the public safety suits are unique. So like, it's there to withstand like cuts, and like I think some bullet or not really bullets because they're not really.
I don't think they.
I'm assuming gonna be bullets.
They're stronger than a normal clothing.
Yeah, they're stronger than normal clothing. Yeah. They can withstand a lot. They're durable.
I need that type. I need that suit.
He's being told to finish him off, and then Himeno decides to have her ghost hand contract help out, and she's like,
you see that little girl right there? She crazy, dreadful. So even the devils are scared of them. But Himeno, she just can't lose another teammate.
She would lose herself before she loses a teammate.
She gives it away. She gives all of herself.
Yeah, she goes, "I'll give you everything if you give me everything." And she's like, "Just save Aki." She's like, "I'd rather have him cry."
So. She says something a little bit heartbreaking, where she kind of explains how he used to cry. I mean, he cries all the time in private for all the people that dies. Yeah. So like, Aki, he seems like he doesn't. I mean, he doesn't care about anything but his goal. But he really cares.
He does care.
He just doesn't show it, and she knows that she can't let him down, no matter what. And giving her life is more important
than seeing him die.
Yes. So that's what she does. She gives her whole entire self to save Aki. And then, like, the whole entire, I guess the ghost devil comes out, starts attacking the...
It's like giving up your one stock for your buddy to come back to life.
Man, yeah. That's a hard thing to do in Smash.
And it's crazy because, like, you get that POV shot, and she, like, kind of puts her hands out. And, like, giving more power to the devil.
And she's slowly fading away, limb by limb. And Aki can't do anything. He's like cut open. He can't do anything. Like he's used his last resort, and he still couldn't beat it.
And she was so close to beating Katana Man until what's her face used her contract.
Oh, the little girl that saved. Yeah, and I don't know what the fuck was that. Like a snake, a giant
of like hands and shit.
Yeah, it like claps down on the ghost devil, and it just completely decimates another devil that's like seen as super strong before, like a couple episodes, just gone like that. So these two devils, nothing compared to what we've seen so far.
These devils are created through fear, so I'm assuming that like if the fox devil is dead because people still fear foxes, it's just gonna be reborn, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. So somehow, like, do devils really die? I think like, cause.
So if there was like no fear like that, there'll be no devils. You saying?
No devil, whatever that particular
will
fear,
like manifest.
Right. So for example, like the Eternity Devil, right? Mm-hmm. The idea of something lasting forever might have manifested that fear, or like the fear of the future.
Somebody's grief, yeah. Oh, the future, yeah.
Or something like that, yeah. That could produce something. I don't know. There could be some weird shit like
I'm afraid of cars, so transportation.
Yeah, car devils, right?
Yeah.
Or fucking, I don't know, like
clowns.
Kids are afraid of the Easter Bunny, so there would be like.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid of Barney.
Or Easter Bunny devil or some shit like that. I don't know, but with that being said, is like what I'm saying is like even if a devil die, I think the fox devil can come back.
Okay, yeah.
Or the ghost hand.
It's just not that devil. It's just a new.
Yeah, they'll just be reincarnated, or they'll go sent back to wherever the fuck they came from. I'm assuming hell.
So, but that's why I think Kamino can come back. She was just sent somewhere.
No, Himeno was fucking dead, dude. She's human.
She could come back. That was a devil. See, manifested as a.
I don't know, cause she gave
a good pal.
I don't think so, because like the only way for that to happen, right? Now hear me out.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just grasping that.
Yeah, I know. You're trying to make me feel better.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. I'm being real though. The only way Himeno would come back is if she didn't make that final pact with that. That
is true. The toast, yeah.
And like, if the devil probably would have died before the pact was fulfilled, she probably could have been alive, but she would have been like a nugget.
A nugget?
She literally lost both her arms and her legs.
Oh, I'm just hungry.
That's why she fell.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. She just came back as like a chicky nugget.
Dang, I can't believe she's gone.
But
that sucks, man. She's becoming my favorite.
I love her.
She was. Yeah, I liked her a lot, and then they just take her away. Damn you, Chainsaw Man! Damn you!
That's some good writing, bro.
Damn, I really want them to see them together.
We end up losing Himeno because she does a full contract with the Ghost Hand one. And just vanished.
Defeated, man. So wait, was there something else in this episode?
No, because
it just ends like that.
Yeah, because remember, Aki turns around to look back to see if Himeno was there, and all his lockers are closed.
And that was it. Yeah.
And you get the panic on his face as we cut to a title card or the ending credits.
And it stars them, those two, Himeno and Aki.
It shows the other characters, but like
it's mostly them.
It feels like that ending was like a funeral. So, and it kind of sucks because that's exactly what it was, a fucking funeral. That's something that he has to live with, dude.
I need another one.
Bro.
Yeah, man. So I feel bad for Aki. I feel bad for everybody. Denji, when he wakes up, he's gonna go wild. Cause they're gonna be like, but they're going after him though. So next episode is gonna be them two.
And it's crazy because the guy is like, oh, like what he said, like the gun devil's looking for you, or
yeah, the gun devil wants your heart.
Yeah, I heard that the gun devil wants.
So that's their minions.
Yeah, and I'm like, the gun devil was actually like in cahoots with them, or I don't know, man.
Gun devils talk, man. They talk to each other. They're pals.
Dude, there has to be.
Cheers.
Hold on. I just had a realization. To Himeno. Fuck Machina.
She's not dead, so
Yeah.
I would. Cause she did this. If she did this,
I think
she's
she did.
dead to me.
I feel like there's so much more.
With her fine ass. What do you think overall? What would you give this score out of 10? Not because of your sadness. You gotta look. If it affects you this much, that means it's a good episode. So
All right.
you gotta be fair to it. So I thought this episode was great.
I'll give it
A 9? 9 out of 10? Any criticisms other than death?
No, they did good. They did so good.
I think this is the best episode again. I think it was better than the last episode. The last episode was, more a fun episode. I mean, it moved the plot a little bit, but this had great character development, great action, great animation, great cinematography. The plot was moved way forward, and it got me excited for the next episode. It could be a 10 once the season's over. I'll rewatch it, but I give it the highest honor I can give right now. It's great.
MVP to Himeno.
Even MVP easily to Himeno, the last MVP she'll get. She was a great character. Only around for like 4 or 5 episodes, unfortunately, but she was there.
What's your biggest fear?
5 minutes later.
Just to show you, that's liquid, right?
You can control liquid.
This is also a form of matter, right?
It is.
One's denser than the other.
Even the extra oxygen doesn't matter.
It matter. And
it takes up space.
Everything is made of matter, but what if that's a construct of someone else's thought?
Like a god? Like somebody is... Are you high?
Bro, yeah.
This is a podcast conversation. This is a review.
Yeah, this is a review.
But I like what you're going with it. But these conversations...
Your fear is
because
what Chainsaw Man is. The fear is becoming a devil. 9 out of 10. I really like this episode. I'm sad that Himeno's coming.
It's a hard episode to watch, but when a piece of media brings out emotion with you when you really care, even if it's a negative emotion, it's still good because the worst thing media could do to you is make you feel indifferent. You don't care.
Yeah.
So, but this made me really care about the characters, and I miss Himeno. R.I.P. R.I.P. to the Fox Devil, but might come back.
Like the Fox Devil.
And Makima, you ain't dead.
Yeah.
Why you acting like you
dead? Stop playing.
So that was our review.
Episode 8. Gunfire.
Next week, hope you guys. I see you guys next week. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next dimension. Give me another one.